I am alive. Now when I say this, what I mean is a few things. First off, I personally am alive. I'm back because I procrastinated a lot, and well, they take forever to make. Yeah. But the other two things are my PC. This thing is ridiculous. As you can see, I am running a solid 60 FPS. That's a bit different than with recording software not running, but typically without recording software I can get about 120 FPS, and this is BSL shaders on near max settings. It's ridiculous. It is so satisfying to use in Bed Wars and things, but anyways, I'm super glad with this. I hope you guys are good with the mic quality. I'll be testing a few different things with it here and then, because it's kind of a tinny mic, and I've been working with some audio software, but enough about that. And the final reason I'm alive is because I'm back on the server, and boy oh boy, if you didn't see already, I missed a massive amount. There is grass everywhere now, and also roads, apparently. And this target here, or turret, I should say, no copyright. Not that we can get copyrighted. Anyways, this is done. I failed to even mention this was a work in progress, but this is pretty much just a massive, bigger version of what the Emerald Shop here was, and the Emerald Shop is gone. There's a road here now. And if you couldn't tell, I am building stuff here because I have some chores to attend to. I don't like my island anymore. It's too far away, and it's just not up to this city's standards. So what that means is that I am building a tower that I've been talking about building for quite a while. I don't know if it was on recording or not, but I'm going to build a really cool modern-ish tower, and it's going to actually fit in with this massive city here and not be this ugly little island over here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that ugly, it just doesn't fit that stuff, that massive stuff there. So with that, I'm going to turn off shaders because, well, I don't really plan on using them in recordings all that often. I just wanted to show that off a bit. And we're going to go ahead and jump into a third-person time-lapse building this tower. Yes, I know it's sudden, but it's going to be great. For the first time in a long time, my hand hurts after doing something in Minecraft. That was a ridiculous amount of right-clicking. But anyways, the tower is now done. Yes, I know, once again, still quite out of the blue, but I've been putting it off for a while and I needed to do it. Now you probably noticed the windows and floors I put in after the time-lapse because I got tired and didn't feel like doing it all in one take, and so I did it all in a bunch of different times. So yeah. Tower's all done, time to put all of the shop stuff in it. But actually, before we do that, I want to go and do a few other things, because I've been working on this for way too long. So given stuff that I've been putting off, we're going to go work on the base more. But before we go over there, I just wanted to show one thing. I'll be honest with you guys, I finished the tower, and I kind of didn't play for about 5 days. And yeah, this thing is here now. It's a big tower, and I think it's just for decoration, I can't lie, but this thing really kind of ties it together. I mean, honestly. It's a bit tall, though. And I think for today's base work, we're going to do maybe a little bit, if not all of that redstone security stuff I was talking about. Definitely at least a basic storage system with shulker boxes, because then I can take them places. And yeah, for all I know, I mean, I like to start projects and build the rest of them all in one day, so what is this? Oh no. Oh, we've been snowmanned. Oh, we've been snowman. We've been snowman. Getting in the Christmas spirit, eh? Well, I suppose you could say that's what that was, or I also suppose you could say that they were a mild nuisance and I stabbed them all, and that's why I had a head. Whichever way you look at it, the holidays are great, and I hope that you guys have a great... Oh, it's outside too. You know what? We're gonna leave it. It's kind of magical. That spider is a jerk. It's a bad spider. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good holiday. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I added bushy leaves, and it might just be one of my new favorite things. Anyways, looking over the space, I'm thinking we put the storage system off this end, or more likely probably over here because it's a nice big open space, and we've already got a hallway to it. I probably won't put anything here, or at least I want to try not to, because I don't know why, I just don't feel like I don't feel like a door fits there. Oh, and if you were wondering, knowing people on the server, the snow is probably Cyborg. Alright, and 3 stacks of wood later, a lawsuit with the squirrels, and a bit of interior and exterior designing. We've got this room, just a massive amount of shulkers. I've already kind of set up my own little mental sorting system, because for whatever reason, that kind of really works for me. You know, sometimes signs and things labeling what stuff is where just kind of confuses me. It's a lot easier when I just know where things are and always put them there. And when people change that, you know, OCD, I hate them for a temporary amount of time. But as you can see, if we come out here, I put the detail stripes on them. I feel like it looks a little bit off with this building, but I think that's just because the other room over here is the exact same thing, almost just at a different angle. So I think that makes it look kind of funny. But overall, I think it looks good, and I am too lazy to change anything, so we're just going to leave it as that. And I've been doing some thinking. I think I am only going to add one more room, and it's going to go out through a hallway to right here. And, well, I realized the one thing that I didn't have that I did need was a bedroom for my bed, to make my bed look cooler than that in the corner in the smelter room. So we're going to do that, and I decided instead of having a whole control room, I'm just going to have levers on each of the doors I make. As you can see, I'm probably going to put one right there, but I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to do that or one in the bedroom area over here. And then I have one at the end of this hallway over here that you saw me come in, and then one more at the end of that hall. So no, there's not going to be a whole keycard system, but I really don't feel like building a whole nother system right now, so we're just going to have some levers and maybe some pop-up 2x2 powdered concrete doors. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I got some actual nice light sources in here of sea lanterns instead of the torch spam that I had in here and then just absolute darkness I had in this hall. And finally, the bedroom is done. It's just a small box. I'm not even going to bother to decorate the outside. It's so small, the entire stripe is just going to be covering the whole thing and it'll just look weird. I think it's fine as just that box, and yeah. So now the final thing to do is to put the crafting stations in here, don't mind that zombie, and add the doors to the outer world. And crafting room is done. I am never going to have to craft an anvil ever again, and I don't actually know if this is a full enchantment table, but I never enchant these days anyways. We have villagers with books, but it looks cool, you know? It looks cool, and I didn't know what to do with this room. So now we're going to go ahead and go to build the doors. There's just one problem, you know, it takes a while, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough time this episode, and okay, you know what? No. I'm lazy, okay? I don't want to build redstone right now. We're putting iron doors there, and we're never going to make them redstone doors. I don't care about anyone going in my base. I'm not worried about pranks. This, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is a big brain moment. This took me about 15 seconds to install. It's this nice 2x2 door, you know, it's got automatic instantaneous activation, fastest door you'll ever see. I'm not even gonna bother to deal with mobs walking in. I really don't care. I mean, what's even the point in getting a nice sword and axe and full netherite tools if you're not even gonna want to deal with mobs in the first place? Anyways, enough of me ranting about doors. I added one more right here because I realized I decided that spot there was kind of terrible. And yeah, this is, I feel, kind of See? See? Swords! Swords! We can use swords. It's that easy! Anyways, I think I can call the base done for now. I'm pretty proud of this. It's got really everything I need. It's not the biggest thing, but you know, it's advanced and I like it. And as they say, bigger is not always better. So anyways, let's get back to the shopping district to move all of my stuff into the tower. Alright, first steps down, we've got the 2 water towers. Those go all the way up. I have to say it's fun going up a really tall water tower, though I'm not going to do that right now because I need to show the other thing, is that I moved these over here. I'm probably not actually going to put the deals in there. I've actually got an idea for a redstone thing, but then again, you know, I'm lazy in redstone. It's fun, but I don't really feel like doing it today. So I may end up just using this anyways, but I decided either way it's still a good idea to bring him here, because, you know, it's kind of a piece of history, right? And you know what? An idea has just popped in my head. After, you know, copying those statues block for block in the tower, I think it'd actually be kind of cool if I copied each of these different shops block for block inside the tower, because they're all definitely small enough. It's like 8 block tall floors in that tower, because I had a ton of space and I didn't feel like building so many floors. Also because I didn't need that many, but what if I did that? I think I'm going to do that, because, you know, it's cool, and again, the history part of it kind of keeps them in there, you know? Also, it saves me from work of figuring out what else to do. Alright, and here we are, about an hour, maybe a half hour, I don't know, I wasn't timing it. Later of work, we've got all of the things in the building. We come over here, I had a nice tree here, by the way, and flowers, you know. I might have gone a little bit overboard with the flowers, but I think it still looks nice, you know. And we come in here, we got this little reception desk, and then we've got the deal towers, which I'll deal with later, pun not intended. And then we've got here the overworld shops, and then up here we've got the nether shop. I decided not to move the netherrack shop over because, I mean, it was kind of a sad little shop that no one ever bought stuff from. Over here we've got kind of the miscellaneous, which is the bedrock breaking and ender chests. Yes, I know that could go in the end area, and this could go in the ender, not the ender, the nether area. But I didn't really have too much space with the end area, so I decided to make a miscellaneous room. And then here we've got all the end stuff. This one is quite cramped, but I believe we are good, and we've got all our end shops. And then we come up further and we've got an empty room as the penthouse, as you might call it. And there's actually one more above this, but I like to leave that empty for unsaid reasons, definitely not because I forgot to extend the water tower that far. So with that all done in there, I'll probably add like a little sign or something to the side, you know, to give it its own little trademark look, kind of like the Raincraft tower over here, you know, with the presidential building. But anyways, that means that over here, if you can see in the distance, the island is quite empty. I just have the main detail blocks left, which is the, you know, the endstone and the netherrack and all that. But you may be asking me, well, Cablicity, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do with the island? How are you going to deal with that? Well, don't question my methods. Oh, and by the way, I'm using an auto-clicker for this because it's faster, you know? And just look at this. I think I know why auto-clickers are banned on Hypixel for once. Because you can do that. Even with an auto-clicker, however, this is still taking a while, so I think that I am out of time, and I'm going to end this episode here. And, yeah, I know you're going to yell at me in the comments because you don't get to see the explosion today. Don't worry, it will come soon. So I'm going to be adding TNT for this for the next hour or so, but for that is all I have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing if you haven't already, you know the drill, and TNT is fun. I will see you later.